Okay, so we're here with the final of Melbourne Vintage League 7.
Yep, definitely 7. We have Steve Meade versus Ben McCoy.
Okay, Ben, I believe, is on... Is he on Mentor?
So he's on a non-traditional version of Mentor. He's playing Black and he's playing Tendrils of Agony. So he's playing a bit of combo in there. And Steve Meade is playing... we're going to keep calling it Steve Brew because...
it's just kind of like a bug fishy list.
And if you've met Steve, you know Steve likes to play Steve cards, so...
Yeah, he's playing an Ophiomancer main board, which is...
When you say A, he might be playing more than one.
I believe it's one, maybe two.
I'm not sure, but that card is actually amazing.
I think that card is very good in
it's hilarious
fair matchups and very bad outside of fair matchups.
Oh, it's hilarious against workshops. Your friend plays a smokestack, like sack a snake, get a snake. What are you doing? I believe it is an intervening of clause though, so you don't get it that turn, but every second turn you get to...
Plus it triggers on both upkeeps.
Yeah, it does. That card is very much impressed me.
You attack with a snake, they block it, they trade, and then you get a snake. It's pretty good.
Less good when you have other snakes. I have seen the opposite of the dream where opponent treachered their opponent's spell, then used a mystic snake to counter the next spell in cube, and then got sad because they weren't getting any more snakes.
There you just play aggro mystic snake at that point, right?
Yeah, Jimbo was slightly sad. Alright, so they're just shuffling up for game 1. This video hasn't been edited because...
I believe Decklists are public at this point.
They are.
And Steve Meade is on the play?
I believe so.
Steve's given him the tentacle fingers, which is just life.
Yeah, I can't be sure, but I think Steve got 5th and Ben got either 6th or 7th.
Ben's sneaking in there, getting the job done.
No, we're talking about sneaking in. Definitely Brett every single time. He's the man at 8th. Last 2 leagues, snuck in at 8th twice.
Okay. We wish each other luck, like powerful wizards do.
Yeah. The great mates are they're very aware of the camera. It's duct taped to a chair. Alright, so Steve's definitely on the play. Leads with Deathrite. Pretty good against most matchups. Someone made a joke about zooming in, so I zoom in a whole bunch. I don't know why. Mox Emerald, second Deathrite. Oh man. Now, if Ben's playing Dredge like he usually does, he's gonna be not happy here. Or is it Ben or Luke? One of the brothers usually play Dredge, I'm not sure which. But the whole actually play a mana source followed by a Mox, this is very much not Dredge. We'll have Decklists posted below somewhere.
Okay, so there is at least another Mox in Ben's hand. So he's on 19, facing down double Deathrite.
Yeah, like this is a really good opener from Steve.
Depends how much gas he's got left over.
Of course, like,
I can see a Polluted Delta in his hand, at least.
Wants like a Dark Confidant here or a Jace.
There's a Baleful Strix, which is pretty good.
Good card. Alright, so the Delta gets a C. Not afraid of Wasteland. Probably... Yeah, he's got Moxen, so we'll see what he's casting. He's thinking Ponder. Very good card.
Did he just put the cards down on his hand? No.
Steve's showing off the snake.
That's also the incorrect snake for Ophiomancer.
Ophiomancer has never had a token printed correctly.
Yeah.
Being in the commander deck, there is no such thing as a black 1/1 snake. Alright. So,
with Death Touch.
Yeah. So there's only the green black ones from Journey into Next.
So that's a Strip Mine, a Polluted Delta, and a Baleful Strix. Not the worst opener from Steve with double Deathrite. That's a lot. That's often enough to win fair matchups.
Yep, and he gets the strip, so it gives him double access to mana with the Deathrites here. So Ben has a Bob, which is very much what you want here. His opponent has no actual threats and just doesn't have gas in hand, so...
Yeah, notable Steve doesn't have double black just yet, so he's got a chance to make double black.
Alright, so there goes the strip. Probably really good. As we saw, his hand didn't really do anything, and he's probably just going to cast the Strix here, so... Eat a fetch or the sea, probably. It doesn't look like it's a Crucible deck with Bobs and all, so...
Not main board, at least. In fact...
I'd be very surprised if they're in the 75. Alright, so he's eating the Ponder, what is...
I don't know, that opening's pretty Grixis-y.
Well, alright, never mind. He mispointed. He's taking the Delta. Alright, the Strix in play. Draw a card. Let it be a good one. I'm not too big of a fan of strip mining before playing Baleful Strix. It seems to limit your options a little bit. You could just need the additional mana, so...
Yeah, a pair of missteps for Ben here.
Probably really good against Deathrite Shaman deck.
Really good against Deathrite Shaman, but you gotta get it out there. Gotta let him know.
Alright, so he's got a Mox Sapphire and a Delta. Very not shy on mana. 2 mana, is this another Bob? Oh, it's a Merchant Scroll.
Okay, so Merchant Scroll is quite powerful against pretty much any strategy.
It is blue in a color, search your library for Ancestral Recall, put it in your hand. It sometimes
I've seen it get
gets sideboard
through time.
Ooh, that is a powerful card. Very happy it got restricted. I was playing Splinter Twin in Vintage when it wasn't, simply because you could, because Dig Through Time was actually too good.
Okay. We have sped this up to 1.2 of a regular speed, just because, it's an hour of magic.
Yeah. It shouldn't look too bad. It should look fairly natural still. Alright. Mental Misstep number 1.
Okay.
We'll see
little does Steve know
about the one revealed to Dark Confidant. Alright, second Mental Misstep.
Actually
and
playing Mono Misstep here.
Oh, man. So this is why it's banned in Legacy. Because it plays like this, where it was it was Mental Missteps and Dazes, and you started turn 2 on turn 4 or 5. And nobody wants this, especially not when Delve is legal. Alright, so the Acorn resolves.
So there's a Lotus, another mana source, and a Flusterstorm, I believe.
Yeah, I can't see the middle card.
I think it's a...
Sensei's Top, maybe?
Yep.
Yep, Sensei's Top, cool.
Sensei's Top's quite a synergy with Dark Confidant.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's the Dead Guy Ale Classic.
Very happy as a Bob here. I imagine it being quite sad if it disappeared very shortly. His hand, not very good. Flusterstorm, Lotus doesn't do anything. And
Double Deathrite's quite a lot of pressure now that they've both misstepped a bunch.
Yeah, like this is a 5-turn clock. Like from 20. A 4-turn clock from 20, so. Not bad. Alright, gets Bayou. I don't know if Steve is playing Gush with getting the Bayou, who I can't imagine he is.
No, I don't think this was a Gush list.
Yeah. But hey, he can cast it for 5 mana, so. Wouldn't be the first time
I'm unsure of what Steve's creature base is. I think it's some number of Vendilion Click. Maybe a Tarmogoyf.
I'm guessing. Alright, there's Bobs. Seeing the Bob, I don't know if there's actually going to be Snapcasters. But I imagine there would be 1 or 2. Maybe a Tasiga. I'm not sure. I know Steve really likes the card.
Bob Tasiga is the risk-reward combo. But then again, Bob and Blightsteel have known each other for a while, so you gotta risk it to get the biscuit, as they say.
If you ask Steve about his top 4 match, he'll tell you about his adventure of triple Bob with lethal in play. He called some number of Force Wheels and might have found them.
I think I was there for that.
It was pretty great. Greatness at any cost. Alright, so we've got a Preordain. Classic Vintage, you're allowed to play all the cantrips. One of most of them, but... Man, could you imagine this format with more
This is
than
pretty
one...
much just Legacy with Moxes at this point. And Eagle, I guess.
Yeah, these matchups, certainly. Well, Mental Misstep's the main one.
Yeah.
Moxes and Mentals.
Probably compare this a lot to... Just like your standard bug Legacy list, but with a bunch of powerful things.
Right, so he spins top there to get a Time Walk. Just casting it, okay. I don't know if he's going to be casting anything else.
I think he's got a DT in hand, which is pretty good.
It looks like it, and that is a Mox Jet, so... I'd be very for casting it here. Alright, so he does cast it. It looks like he has a Gitaxian Probe in hand that he didn't cast first.
Steve has minimal hand at this point.
None, but looks of it.
So his Bob was the last card, so Steve is shields down.
Yeah, and I think I would have just cast Gitaxian Probe anyway, because Sensei Stop still seems really good here, so... Ben might actually be going for a kill. I'm tapping. Alright, I was like, forgot about the Time Walk. Good card. I think he might have gotten Tendrils and be going for a Storm kill, because he has a Lotus in hand by memory. Let us see.
This is pretty tasty. So he's going to get Probe. He could have been saving his get Probe for Storming.
Yeah, of course. But I still like top. Draws a card. I'm strongly assuming he's going for it. Yeah, he's counting Storm.
So you can do the old cast at top, draw a card with your top, preordain your top back.
Yeah. It looks like he got Yawgmoth with the DT, so yeah, he's going for a turn here. I can't imagine Steve gets another one. Being hellbent and whatnot. Oh, he's got Death Rush. I mean, he can eat a thing, so he can eat. Still a land in Ben's graveyard, and he can eat.
He's probably going to eat the A-Call.
I'd eat the Demonic Tutor.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good ahead.
It actually just ends the game with this amount of spell spent.
I suppose he doesn't have to dig for the tendrils with that.
Yeah, he can actually just cast like cantrip, play the Lotus again, and then DT for game. Like he can still just hit it off like the X amount of cantrips he's going to cast.
Is that Imperial Seal in his hand?
The second card, no, that's Yawgmoth's Well.
That's the wheel.
Yeah. Alright, so here's Yawgmoth's Well. Let's see if Steve eats a Demonic Tutor.
He's got the black mana up and the Deathrite going.
Yep, even if he didn't, there's a land in Ben's graveyard that he can eat with his first Deathrite Shaman, so he can exile the second one. I think he very much should eat the fetch land here either way, because as far as I know, Ben hasn't. Yep, so he ate a fetch land. Ben hasn't played a land this turn, I believe.
Oh, he took the A-Call.
Okay, so he took A-Call.
I think that is
yeah,
probably suboptimal, but hey, let's see how it turns out.
Yeah, I think Storm's 5 or so at this point, so he's probably just dead to Lotus, DT, Tendrils, so...
Yeah, those missteps are really catching up with him.
Yeah.
Mentally. Hey.
Alright, so he did have a land in his graveyard. That was the one that got stripped. Wasn't that exiled earlier? No, he played a second fetch, which got the Tundra. Never mind. Alright, so there goes the DT.
So here is Ben McCoy with the patented fair combo deck.
Yeah, I guess I'm playing X amount of cantrips and Moxen anyway. Here's the Tendrils. Alright.
A very, very nice Tendrils at that.
Scourge foil. Surprisingly cheap for how good the card is. But it's played as a 1 over 2 in any deck it's played in, and it's not played too often.
Okay, so game 1 result. Let's go 1-0 to Ben. Steve. So there is a rule for this top 8 that you can only sideboard after game 2.
Which is very important for this format. I know there's a few guys rocking dreads throughout the Swiss because...
I mean, your dredge matchups with 2 unsideboarded games are just through the roof compared to 1.
Yeah. I versed it in the final round and lost game 1 and 2 and then 5 to Nakamiba beatdown. Pretty sure it was to Ben. I'm pretty sure that locked his spot. But with some good games, played Merfolk. We'll continue to play Merfolk because I'm lazy and don't like thinking.
Okay, so
we haven't cut this clip down because it was 11 o'clock last night and I hadn't edited it and I had to remove sound. We could have actually just done that in this program, but I'm a fool.
Okay, so currently we've got like the GP Melbourne Day 1 playmat versus the Sword Cycle. Is that a Stoneforge Mystic?
It is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to give the playmats to probably Ben here.
No, I like this. I like Steve's undoubtedly.
I don't feel that.
All right, turn 1 Deathrite, Mental Misstep.
How good is Fair Magic?
I hate this card so much. Has nothing to do with the fact that I really like casting Brainstorm, Ponder, and Preordain. Nah, you just gotta give Steve. The sort of body in mine looks amazing. The colors look really nice, despite it not being the best sword, and by that I mean it's the worst sword.
Probably my least favorite sword.
My favorite's definitely Light and Shadow. It's not the greatest, but absolute fair. Good card.
Kind of like the green-black one.
Feast and Famine, great card. Insane with Prime Time.
Insane with cards that...
Yeah, the Game of Magic.
Yeah.
Creeping Carpet, personal friend with it. Alright, so we've got another Mox opener from Ben here. Oh man, double Mox again.
That's Mox Eye.
Alright. With a Bob, Force Pitch, Ponder, and we get Flustered. Alright.
Get out of here, boy.
Can I pay for that with my Death Retirement? No, for multiple reasons. Alright, so everyone is low on cards because it's been Force Wills and Mental Missteps.
I believe Steve does have an Ancestral Recall.
Yeah, he does. Alright, that's sick.
But he needs to draw an answer to Bob here, or Bob is threatening to draw
As many cards as they call. Did he just draw a Trigon Predator?
Yep, Steve is mainboarding Trigon Predator.
Yeah, it's... Oh, okay, Tendrils. Could still be a Tendrils game. Like, I have to have mana and play to...
Steve's actually
start storming
not
off.
overall too much of a counterspell deck. He's playing very much in a tempo style.
Yeah, got a Prop Decays and stuff. Oh, alright. That's Waste Delta double Trigon. Not the most interactive hand.
Not the most preferable wasteland either. So
that land is definitely tapping for mana next turn.
Yep.
And we got a Mentor. Okay, this is looking very the opposite of good for Steve.
Did he just miss his Bob tree?
No, he revealed Tendrils of Agony.
And that was the draw.
Okay, I would very much block here. Deathright Shaman's good, Bob's better.
Yeah, probably block and then just like
Activate.
throw a spell at him.
Yeah, it looks like what he's doing. There is an exiled Flusterstorm. I don't like exiling the Flusterstorm here because of the Storm kill last game.
I'd probably just take the Git Probe.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, Git Probe, Yawgmoth Will is one hell of a drug.
Yeah. We Yu-Gi-Oh now, boys. Alright, so he got a Delta and there is an exiled Flusterstorm, so it looks like that's what's happening. Let's just see if he blocks. Okay, no blocks.
Okay. I'm
not too keen on that. Bob is...
Maybe he's thinking I can just deal with your...
it looks like he's gone greedy where he wants to play Trigon Predator and Deathright Shaman. Alright. It's just differentiating which one he wastes. Alright, so he's taking the sea, not the Tundra. Oh, okay, he drew his own Bob. I still don't know if that's better than Trigon Predator. Alright, don't know what that was all about.
I believe they're calling timeout. So they're actually using the correct art of Bob.
They're actually playing Bob,
yeah.
Not Dark Confidant. Don't know who that guy is. Alright. So it might actually be a timeout. Alright, looks like they're taking drinks. God damn it.
Okay, I'm a bit confused to why Steve pinged the Underground Sea with his Wasteland. He could have taken Ben off white mana, which is pretty good.
Double black maybe?
For Tendrils, but like, we're not...
But yeah, if he's casting Tendrils, he's doing it off of Lotus, so...
Also, like, we're at 3 mana.
Yeah.
Like, Tendrils kill, probably not viable with 2 cards in hand unless it's...
I don't know, if he just, like, draws the Lotus and he has Yawgmoth. Alright, so looks like they're back. I don't know how much I like Bob here, actually, especially after not blocking.
Especially when you just rip gas like that. I really like killing Bob when my opponent has a Mentor out.
Yeah. I think I would have blocked and then just played Trigon easy. Like, I don't know. Bob v Trigon's super awkward. Alright, so we got some Monk tokens.
I believe they are the Lamia tokens.
They're from an artist out in the Giplins.
Giplins.
Yeah. Out more
fun
area.
Work. She did cool Thopters.
Yeah, it's very Adventure Time-esque. They look very nice.
Adventure Time. All rights are reserved, trademarked.
I said esque. Calm down. Alright, so his hand is very terrible. So what we saw was Tendrils and Force.
Ooh,
Mana Crypt.
Yeah, that's pretty juicy.
Alright.
I'd probably just jam a Force here and put mad pressure on. No, jam a Tendrils here and put mad pressure on.
Use Tendrils for 6. Gain some life. Like, he kept the card on top, so... Why else would he play a Mana Crypt here? Just for the Prowess trigger? Like, I don't know how much of a fan I don't know how much of a fan I am on that, honestly. Alright, so Misty, not the
Steve's
greatest
life
draw.
total is currently at 10, I believe.
I'm not sure. So he's been attacked for... That was 4 this turn, Chisel turn before. We have Force Fetch. So there's 8 IC.
Nullrod. Ooh, quite the spicer.
That's incredibly good here. I'm liking Steve to win this game now. Alright, unless... Because we know Ben had a Force Wheel in hand. But I think it's just 2 cards Force Tendrils, so... He's shuffling away whatever was on top, which... I couldn't tell you what it is. Yeah, there's... Okay, he actually just has 5 mana Force Wheel. Alright.
That's a good reason not to cast the,
Tendrils?
Yep.
Yeah.
How powerful are we?
And a good reason to actually play the Mana Crypt.
Okay, let's roll some dice.
Alright, Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go.
Mana Crypt, one of the,
Heart of the cards, alright. Evens, no burn. Ooh, Reveal the Gush.
That's still pretty good with a Mentor out.
Yeah. I can't see Steve getting another turn.
Especially to, like, Gush, cast another spell, probably kill you.
Yeah, like, just lethal, especially with the Tendrils.
And a Preordain out. That's... His draw for the turn was Preordain.
Yeah.
So Gush, probably blue float.
Yeah, I can't imagine him having white mana for any reason. Almost put the Gush in the wrong place. So that draw Force of Will and Brainstorm. Hey. Good card. Preordaining first, wants to go 5 deep instead of 3. Seems good, doesn't expect to get another turn anyway.
Pretty elementary for Ben at this point. He's not going to get blown out by any 2 mana cards. Maybe Echoing Truth could get him. But if Steve's playing main board Echoing Truth...
Yeah, and this is a big Mentor at this point, so...
Yeah. Ah, man.
5/5? Alright.
How good and fair is Vintage when you're just doing this?
Yeah.
It's probably going to get killed by the Storm Kill.
Yeah, I expect the Tendrils very shortly.
Probably would have sharked him on that prowess trigger there. Got to do what you got to do. Yep. He's got the Merchant Scroll. Just pack it up, boys.
You don't even cast it, you just hold Force of Will. Unless he's playing Fluster. Yeah. Jam with your dudes. That's probably actually just lethal anyway.
I believe they're currently...
The 5/5s and the Mentors are 6/6, so there's 12 there. And we already had 8 damage earlier. So.
You can save yourself from a whole bunch of damage and then die to the Tendrils. Or you can just...
Yeah, you can crack your fetch land and go to... Because if it's on 12 like the damage I saw, he can go to 11 with his fetch and then gain 2 with the Death Rite to go to 1. Alright. We're going home.
Storm with the added upside of being a bunch of spells instead of one spell.
Yeah, this Mentor deck seems a bit like the old Grixis decks, where you pretend to be fair and sit on your thumbs, and then you just like cast a Tinker or something.
Tinker actually taking a bit of a downturn at the moment.
I haven't seen that card cast in 2 years.
I've been tinkered on.
Well, other than Sully's deck, but that's very different than putting a Tinker in your deck. He's
Actually,
literally
Echoing
just playing a
Truth
Tinker
being
deck.
sideboarded in here. I believe that's common Dredge Hate.
It's also just good in the format. Good against workshops. They tend to
Yeah.
play a lot of 4-ofs. Alright, so Steve's looking like he wants to cut some Baleful Strix, maybe?
I think, yeah, Trigod's fine. Unless you expect something super degenerate from Ben's side of the field.
Yeah, especially on the play. Trigon on the draw is pretty underwhelming. Looks like Steve's playing fairly Mox light as well.
I think he's on the triple Mox.
Yeah.
The bug Moxes.
3 Mox Lotus Equal Time Walk.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that was his setup. We'll get some deck lists.
Yep. I don't know, if you're playing Bob, I'd play L5. Because turn 1 Bob is so good.
Bulb and Moxes. No, they go together.
Yeah, the dream. Play your 2 costs early, reveal them late, take 0.
It's not like you're playing the Pyromancer that gets punished by your Moxes. They don't really get punished.
Yeah, but it's very minimal synergy.
Yeah,
But like
I mean, it's not like Mentor and Moxes where you're just off to the races gaining mana and dudes.
Why do they have prowess?
Yeah, why do the dudes have prowess?
Actually the dumbest thing I've
It's a
seen.
real good Mentor that can mentor his dudes into having a keyword.
If you've seen the Mentor v Mentor mirror matches, a lot of games will be ended by a monk that survived. And then attacked for 14 over 3 turns, or something like that. Alright, so shuffling up for 3. Looks like Steve's ready and Ben's just finishing up. So if we sound confused, it's because we actually haven't seen these games yet. We're going this
Steve on
as
the
we
water.
go.
That's good for him.
Alright, so going to 3. Sounds good. Let's see.
Pretty mulligan light so far.
Yeah, they both play fairly
Ooh,
just
double
fair decks.
Jace.
Alright, this looks like it's going back. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
If I'm Steve, I'm packing that up and sending it back to the shop
From what I saw, the mana cost of that hand was around 19 or so.
with one Misty Rainforest. To be fair, you did have Force of Will.
Oh yeah, so it was Force, Jace, Baleful Strix, Misty is what I saw. I didn't see the last card. It might have been like an Abrupt Decay. Alright,
Could have been a lot of things.
Yeah, looks like Ben's keeping his. So I know Steve has some Golgari Charms in his side. Alright, Ben's
Specifically for this matchup,
yeah,
I think.
Ben's cutting to a bad one. And yeah, I would strongly assume that Golgari Charms are coming in. They're good against... Well, no, it's not that they're good against the Monk tokens, but they can be, and they're really good against Bob, so... It kills your own, which is disappointing, but oh no, we're going to 5.
Ooh, pack it up, boys.
Alright, Ben's 2-0 up, so this could be the finisher.
Yeah, he's doing cartwheels when Steve's mulliganing here.
Yeah. Literal cartwheels with his ring. Alright, no cuts. These guys are mates, so he can't be too mad to him. It can't cut him too bad. Alright, this looks like I guess I'll keep it.
Yeah, Ben looks like he has been practicing his cutting.
Did Steve just pass the turn? Alright.
Ooh.
Oh, I do not want to be where Steve's being right now.
You just get got here.
Alright, Mental Misstep. Flusterstorm. Okay. What is this game?
Ooh, Steve, the powerful wizard.
Draw a Trop might be playing some magic. Alright, we've got an upkeep Sensei stop, so Ben doesn't have too much.
Just rip the wasteland, boys.
Yeah. I'm guessing Ben didn't have a turn to play at the moment. Might have been missing a land or something. No. Oh, it has lands and Steel Sabotage. Jeez. If he plays a Bob here, he'd be a happy man.
Probably get an Underground Sea. I mean, if your opponent's that low on lands, you want them to be wastelanding you.
Yeah, and no matter what he's getting. So what does this say? Multi 5, keep 0 lander, scryed bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Oh, everyone's done it.
Oh, you just gotta...
I remember being 2-0 up against Workshops and keeping a no-lander Malta 6 on the draw. Because it had Lotus Narod. My opponent led with Sphere and I draw Strip Mine. And then draw Wasteland. Stripped Waste him after playing a turn 1 Narod.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
It was pretty disgusting. My opponent had Mox Sphere of Resistance.
Oh, yeah.
He did not... his opener was just a Sphere, so... Alright, so we'll get to see the hand. Alright, so the A-Call multiplied with Mental Misstep, that's probably fine. Like, you don't want to go to 4, so...
What do you reckon of Thoughtseize in Vintage at the moment?
Alright, so I've got an A-Call happening. Thoughtseize...
man, here we go with the signs.
What does it say?
Victory.
Ah, okay. Alright, Steve's got some confidence. This is good. We want to see more games.
Is that a Flusterstorm in Ben's hand? Fire right.
No, it's a Steel Sabotage.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a Flusterstorm.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, this has gone real well for Steve and not well for Ben. He's got a handful of nothing by the looks of it.
Look at that dirty proxy Underground Sea from Steve's side. Wake up, kiddo.
Uses Real Tropical to cast Real A-Call, plays Proxy to Sea. To cast Real Bob.
Okay, so
Ben seems absolutely flooded. Seems like he actually
his
just has
hand's
nothing
like
going for him.
lands,
Is that
Lotus
a
Petal.
Yawgmoth Will now?
Yeah, I mean...
That doesn't do dick all.
On the bright side, he's not going to have many lands left in his deck. He's chewed through a bunch.
Yeah, his draw step should be very good, especially with the Sensei stop and the amount of fetches he has.
Yeah, I assumed you already scried the top 3 there. Getting basics here is fine.
An APAC island. I think that's Taiwan. I'm not too sure. Mostly proxy deck, APAC basics.
Nice.
Alright, so he's spinning the top on his turn.
Okay, that's when you know you're really digging for something.
Yeah, but like it's
Answers to Bob.
It's still the correct play. Like you don't want to just actually do nothing. Alright, he didn't seem unhappy with the top. Alright, he's spinning his top. He drew something. Is that a Jace by the looks of it?
Lotus Petal into...
Oh no. It looked like a Jason Mind Sculptor.
Ooh, sculpt that mind.
Oh man.
Mental Misstep that.
As was you just bounce the Bob Brainstorm next time or something.
Depending on the situation, you might just Fate Seal and get him out of creature range.
No, I still very like bouncing. At this point,
If I had a fetch land, I would consider the Brainstorm. Then again, Brainstorming is just fine.
Yeah, and he knew almost all of Steve's hand. I think there was one card maybe that he didn't know. No, okay, he played Acol, never mind. Ignore what I'm saying for the most part.
So Steve goes, probably just cast Bob again, because he's probably got another land in hand.
I don't know, he cast Ponder. Seems like he could be trying to go full greed mode. He might have run a land off the top, I'm not sure. He might be playing just a different one-cost spell, so...
Maybe Deathrite. Deathrite's not ideal here, because it can't actually threaten Mind Sculptor. But it does get you out of your land predicament.
Yeah, I really like Deathrite here, actually. What does it say? Victory? Wait, maybe not. Alright. Alright, we've got Looney Tunes actions happening here.
Man, I wish he was holding up life totals, hey?
The life we have some number above 0 versus some number above 0. Alright, no cuts.
Give it a real good pat.
Give him a good one? Alright, there's a land.
That's got to be Bob. For sure.
Yeah, it's a very good chance. Crack fetch.
He goes to... Come on, Ben, write it in the part where I can see it.
No attack, so 2 life Mental Misstep, 1 fetch. Since 17, hasn't bobbed at all. We saw earlier he had a second Mental Misstep from his Acol.
Plus, if you tick up here, you're forcing their Bob to attack you, Jace.
Yeah, I don't know what Jace does here. There's a good chance he actually just brainstorms.
I might just Fate Seal myself. Because I know the top of my library from...
Sensei Stop?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends what you have. Like, you could have fetches and everything.
Yeah, like, it's...
The game of choices.
Need more info.
Yeah. Alright, this looks like a Tundra. Alright, that's not very good. I know, unless he's bouncing Bob here, I like actually just brainstorming first.
Any creatures.
It looks like he's just... Alright, so he is Fate Selling. Himself? Or who's he going? He's himself, okay. He knows what that card is from Sensei's top. I believe he fetched
to cast Jace.
He spent his top to put top on top to draw Jace. So he had to know what was
okay.
there.
Blind Flip versus Bob. Top action. I didn't get that last bit.
Versus top action Bob. Alright, Sensei's top, Mental Missteps. Alright. Steve doesn't seem to want to verse Sensei's top. Which... Well, like up less good with a Jace.
I arguably would have Sensei topped first before casting... before activating my Jace.
Yeah, and before playing the land as well. So it looked like he left the card on top, did he, Ben? I didn't see him lift his deck up, so it looks like he might have actually just put the cards back in the wrong order.
Baleful Strix not insane here as...
Yeah, it's like 1/1s are very bad against Jace.
Then again, it does.
Is that an attack to the face?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, there we go. There we go. He's did it entirely to bait the brainstorm out of Jace. This is amazing. That was a great play by Steve. Alright, so we got 5 mana. Alright, is this 5 mana Gush? Or is it repeal for 4? Okay. 4th Fish Bell Strix. Alright, this is really good. That was sick from Steve.
Yeah, probably pack it up there.
Yeah, 100%.
This is like a him to Turok to top of library plus your opponent A-calls.
Yeah, this game's so done. Jeez.
Ooh, Steve with the haymaker.
Yeah, that was an actual sick line of play by not attacking Jace. Alright, so Ben puts 2 cards back. Steve draws 3.
Yeah. But
fair game.
Then again, if Ben just ticks up again there, you get like punished super hard for that.
No, you don't. Because, wait, is no Steve a 3/1 or a 4/1?
3/1.
Oh, okay. So you only have 5 power? But that's still probably fine. Alright. Bob meets his cousin.
Bob meets his cousin, Bob Mayer.
Yeah.
AKA the Great One.
Yeah, weird family. Seems to only name the kids Bob. Alright, so we've finally seen a Mox from Steve. And a fetch land. Seems fairly flooded, but I can't imagine he cares.
Yeah.
Jace down, so we're versing top deck, where the top card is Yawgmoth Will, followed by, was it Force of Will?
Yeah.
Draw. Yawgmoth Will.
You just let him have that, I believe.
Oh, I don't know. Spell Pierce.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because he could land fetch Jace otherwise. So he pays to So he's gonna play a cantrip, and he's gonna play a land and a Sensei stop maybe, because of the Lotus Petal. Crack fetch land first. That looks like I have 4 lands.
Oh, the old my notion thing's kind of draw the card.
All right, Ben's on tilt at this point by the seam of it. You can look at this one. I'll draw this one. Oh no.
Okay, this is reasonably.
Yeah, this game's done.
Sometimes Magic is a game of inches, then sometimes it's a game of haymakers.
Ben forgot that was a permanent.
Yeah. Oh man.
So did we. Alright. So what do we got? Actually just Sensei.
See, when I play Magic, I always get punished super hard in this situation. I'll draw another Jace or something.
Alright, there's a Sensei top?
Tick it up. Tap the top. You draw a card. I'm going to put this on top of my library.
Bob says, this game is...
Bob says pack it up.
I'll be the most surprised if Steve... Okay, if Ben wins this game... Like, I'm already impressed that Steve's going to win this game from a multi-5 no-lander on the play.
You can rip something along the lines of... Like, Steve really whiffs his Golgari charm. Steve goes full moto.
Regenerate all... Damn, a misclicked.
Yeah. Notion Thief does not affect the first draw on each of your turns.
Only in your draw step. Alright. Playing with the exile power by the looks of it. I don't know why. What's happened now? I think they might be confirming life totals. No, there might be more notes. I'm not sure.
We should have made a no-note policy.
Or just like watched and listened to what happened first. Alright, what does this say? Exile became hand MTG2OP. He began his turn and picked up his exile file. Can I play that version of Magic?
Yeah, bro, TK that. Pack it up.
Oh, don't spin it. Don't okay, good. I was going to say, please don't make this mistake. If you made a mistake again, I was going to be... Okay, he's packing it up.
It's 2-1. Ben is now on the play with his sideboard. Like, in the first sideboard game. For him on the play. I wouldn't be surprised if... Like, an early Mentor, before your opponent gets mana, is just lights out normally.
Yeah, turn 2 Mentor against Steve's deck. You can't seem to interact much, especially if you can make a monk.
Like, yeah, he's got Abrupt Decay, but...
It just goes like, turn 2 Mentor into Gush Moxen. The game ends.
Yeah, that's... too much.
Can have Golgari Charm, but Steve needs to get like an early Borboro Death Right, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I believe this is where Steve says, I'm leaving you notes. And his response is, I like writing notes even though the audio is on.
Audio's off. We got you good.
Nah, I told him I had audio if I wanted to watch back or check what was happening in any game, so... Alright, looks like Ben's just swapping up his sideboard cards a little. I don't imagine sideboards impact these games too much. Well, other than the Notion Thief, of course. But that actually could just be mainboard.
I believe that's mainboard.
Yeah.
We will figure that out in a sec.
We should have checked this first.
No.
Sure. Nothing of value was lost. Alright, I'm not sure. I couldn't see what Ben put down to add to his deck, but getting rid of Steel Sabotage I agree with. Alright, so Brain Verdict. Alright, that seems sick.
Ooh, that's a spicer.
Yeah, I know he played it... Because he is playing Mentor. I saw him played against the other Mentor match he played for the top 4. I didn't see him ever cast one, but Nick had some very bad luck throughout. I saw Ben cast Acol 3 or 4 times throughout the match. Bradbury cast it 0 times, and in the end of the final game, it was literally the top card of his library.
Did that go to best of 5?
No, it was 3-1 in Ben's favor as well.
Okay, so Ben clearly knows his way around Monastery, I guess.
Yeah, Ben's done very well throughout the top 8.
So what was his run in? He had Nick, semis, Steve final, and...
in the first round, it might have been Graham King? I'm not too sure. I'll see if I can check real quick.
Get the deck list up on that magical device of yours as well.
Yeah, I call it a phone. Alright.
Oh yeah, so Ben electing to play, I believe.
Okay. So when Ben posted the results, it looked like he said 3-2 to himself over Nick, but I believe it was actually 3-1. I don't remember too well, but let's see if we can find the top 4.
There was a combination of lands and spells in Steve's hand, but he's gonna shoot that back to the deck.
So we've got the answer. Ben McCoy versus Dan Dowse in the first round of top 8.
Dan Dowse probably on some
Deck that contains,
shops.
yeah, contains Mishra's Workshop.
Potentially Goblin Welder.
He slightly likes that magic card. I can confirm this.
Okay, so there's the metagame breakdown is pretty much for the top 8 was.
So there was at least 3 Mentor decks.
Mentor, like, quite like a strong linear strategy. Like, that has a lot of play to it.
Yep, and it's fairly easy to understand coming into Vintage. People know how to play spells, so...
Yeah. Plus, the card's, like, quite obviously powerful. Like, you look at it and you're like, this is young Pyromancer with...
Yeah, you don't get overly punished for making mistakes, so it's a good deck for new players.
Well, sometimes just drawing cards is good, and the deck does a lot of that.
Yep. Fix up your mistakes. Alright, so we have...
Really aggressive strip mine there.
Yeah, that's just Steve things. So still got turn 1 A-column to get strip mined.
I would still rather be in Ben's position at this point.
I don't know. He's playing full like Moxens and Lotus Petal, so he shouldn't have to go to discard, but we'll see.
No, he doesn't. He's already got 6 in hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's already casting some spells. Alright, so we've got some top 8 deck lists. So Ben, we know what Ben and Steve are on. Brett, who was in the 8. Yep, he was in Mentor. Alrighty, so it looks like Dan Dowse was actually playing magic cards for once. What is this? There are Mental Missteps? There are Mana Drains? He's playing colored sources.
Oh, what a world.
So I see this Consecrated Sphinx. Is this Land Still or is this Bomberman?
Okay, so Steve gets his Deathrite Misstep, which is a strict mine turn 1, so he's going to verse an opponent with 3 mana sources, maybe 4 if he can drop a Mox. He's got the triple Swords to Plowshare hand.
Jeez. And did he just draw the Flooded Strand, or?
Yep.
Okay, because I was going to say, it seems incredibly awkward to Mental Misstep a Deathrite if you have the swords.
I believe he A-called into it.
Into the...
Flooded.
Oh, okay, so he had it in hand when he Mental Misstepped?
Man, that was like 40 seconds ago.
I'm looking at deck lists, so...
Oh, yeah, drops the Bob.
Okay. This is... Bob plus 3 mana sources versus Underground Sea, no permanence. Alright, so yeah, Dan's on some blue stuff. Deck's probably called like the Answer or something. I don't know too much about vintage deck names. Graham King's playing just a fish deck. Spirit of Labyrinth, Meddling Mage, Hierarchs. The non-merfolk fish.
The Batlist.
Yeah, the Noble Fish. Jade Hill Kelly's looks like he's on Storm, so I see Cabal Therapies, yeah, 4 Dark Petition.
Yeah, this is the very, very good Storm list.
Yeah, fairly stock standard, with Valerian Academy.
Not overly loved in Melbourne, the old Storm list.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people used to play Burning Longs, and then they went to play the... I don't know, they just changed it up. Melbourne seems to like Grizzlebrand, they just don't like Grizzlebrand decks. Who else?
If I was in this top 8, I think I would have been on Oath.
You just need a way to beat Mentor. And
I feel like Oath is the way to do that. Like, it turns the matchup into an absolute crushing.
Or just like Alishnon, or?
I would probably have been on either the Combo Oath or the Burning Oath deck.
Sure.
Burning Oath, you just like Burning Wish, go get a board wipe.
It goes around and end the game. So looks like we mentioned all but one. The final deck list was, for the top 8, was Reese on Merfolk. I believe he lost to Steve in the first round. In a close 5. Looking through here, yep, 1 mainboard Notion Thief, 1 mainboard Ophiomancer, 2 Snapcasters, which we haven't seen yet, and a Tameo.
Yeah.
Really like Tameo in Vintage.
Tameo's very good. But
yeah, I don't like it in the Dark Confidant Deathrite deck. I like it much more in the Mana Drain deck.
I feel like when I want the game to go to turn 25, I want a Tameo.
I like it in decks with Crucible and Mana Drain. seems like it has a home there. Alright, so this game could still go anyway. Like, neither player's doing too much. Okay. More
people
bobs.
are just popping off with bobs.
Did I see an Abrupt Decay in Steve's hand?
Yeah, I think...
Yeah, I would have... Like, Steve's up cards in hand, isn't he? So I would have jammed out the Abrupt Decay before playing Bob.
Yeah, that's definitely an Abrupt Decay on the top of the library. Yeah,
Top of the hand. Yeah, and it looks like Ben has 1 or 2 cards versus Steve's 3. So I like playing Abrupt Decay there.
Ben aggressively fetching out non-basics to, I believe, force the Wasteland.
Getting the second Tundra more specifically. So, Wasteland against double White Source isn't very good. Alright, so he takes a C. I don't know. I don't like too much about taking C because...
Like, he's fetching double white. He's fetching double white for a reason.
Yeah, it's like the mental deck. Alright, so it doesn't matter anyway because it's a Delta, so... Plays a Delta, C...
I believe that's a Demonic Tutor in Ben's hand.
Yep, so I see Demonic Tutor. I think it was Yawgmoth Will is the second last card. So it looks like this game might be over actually very shortly.
Potentially the turn?
Yeah, within a turn or two, I think. Because I think I saw a Mentor as well. So if he plays a Mentor here, he can Storm off next turn.
Yeah, it's kind of an insurance policy for the Storm deck. You just, like, play a Mentor, then cast your 4 cantrips, and that's often good enough.
Yeah, answers that are good against one deck are terrible against the other, so...
Yeah, you want Flusterstorms, but they're not traditionally great against the Mentor archetype.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like instead of playing, what's it say?
Swords of Pleasure.
More like Swords to Life Shares. So Steve's just enjoyed himself. Alright, so there is a Mentor.
So, yeah, that's comic. Lotus Petal is a bit odd.
He's playing Storm, so...
Yeah,
it's also incredibly good with Mentor. Alright, there's no Abrupt Decay. I think he just swords it.
Yeah, I really want a token hit.
Yeah, like, Steve's done nothing for ages, so...
Yeah, like, and that's also a sorcery speed Abrupt Decay.
Yeah, so yeah, like, Steve's actually done nothing. But, like, Abrupt Decay is not something you wait on, especially in this matchup.
Yeah, when all the creatures generate ridiculous value.
Alright, he just... Yeah, it looks like he's sorting it. I strongly agree with this play.
This is gain 3 life, which isn't irrelevant, and then get a 1/1 prowess, which is incredibly relevant.
Why does the token have prowess? I still don't understand this.
Young Pyromancer is a very good magic card.
And not compared to Monastery Mentor.
Ooh. I do like red. Ah, man.
So the Demonic Tutor was going to get that one. I guess it's not anymore. So yeah, I can't imagine it's going for more than
This is probably the old Yawgmoth will.
Alright, so Steve's with assistance. I can't imagine he's too happy about this, but like... He fought back in the last game from Multi-5, so... Alright. So what is this getting here? It's getting like a Mana Crypt, because I believe he already had Yawgmoth Will. He doesn't play Dark Rituals or anything.
I would almost just go get a Thought Seize.
He could just, like, Repeal's good here. Yeah, so is a Gitaxian Probe. And
DT for Gitaxian Probe is not where I want to be in life, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I'll just look through the list real quick. Because we haven't seen the Thought Seize or anything so far, have we? None in the main, none in the 75. No Thought Seizes at all from Ben. He's playing in no hand disruption. Alright, so we've got Null Rod, Snapcaster Time Walk. Alright, F6. Alright, so this isn't a Storm counter, this is a Prowess Dragger.
Do you
Prowess
keep Null Rod in here? Maybe not on a draw.
No, I think you do. He's only playing 2, so I don't know if he sideboards in more, but it is very good in this matchup. It's better than Trigon Predator.
Is this going to be a punch from a kitten for lethal?
He casts Yawgmoth Will, he can just Tendrils here.
Nah, you got to punch him with a kitten. You get Probe, do all the good stuff.
So, yeah, he might actually just be 1 mana short of casting Tendrils here.
Nah, he's got Lotus Petal.
Yeah, that's 5, so you can't DT into Tendrils yet.
He's just going to draw the Tendrils because he's Ben. Powerful as.
Alright, 1 mana, Acol, alright. Let's hit 2 Mox in. Actually, the most powerful.
Nah, he's got the Tendrils.
Okay, he actually just has the Tendrils as well.
Steve, I believe, goes, just give it to me straight.
Alright, we've got a Mox, sorry, Gush as well. Yeah. It looks like we're about to have a Vintage League 7 winner. Oh man, I hope he just casts Verdict for no reason. That'd be sick.
I believe that is
The correct line of play.
22 life drain, which I believe is lethal at this point.
Alright, Steve seems pretty happy. Alright, we called it a game. Ben seems quite happy, and Steve's looking for spells. Because he didn't seem to have too many.
Yeah. Well.
Alright, so congratulations to Ben. Got there playing 2 decks shuffled together. The Nika Guevara Cube Specialist style of playing Magic.
Incredibly typical matchup, I think. Like, that was very typical of how I think those decks play out.
Incredibly lopsided. Notion Thief stole the game.
That was absolute thievery.
Yeah. Did true to its name. But it was a sick bluff from Steve, in my opinion, by attacking with the Bob to the face. I wouldn't know how to respond to that, so I'd probably just brainstorm with the Jace, because I would be very unhappy with that attack as the defending player. Like, I wouldn't know how to respond.
Yeah, like that's a bit off the wall.
Yeah, if you're just sitting there, you got a Bob on 4, your opponent attacks you in the face when you're on like 16. You're just like, what is happening? I need to draw cards.
Yeah.
So that was sick.
Alright,
getting a final note. What does it say? Ben Steve 3-1. We got that part, Steve.
Too easy.